guys, TheZachman18 here. Good morning, welcome back to TZM It's time for Learning with TheZachman18 on Tuesday, May 8th, the 129th day, 2012. 237 days left in the year. Let's go to today's highlight. In 1945, President Harry S. Truman announced on radio that Nazi Germany's forces had surrendered and that the flags of freedom fly all over Europe. Also in this state history, in 1541, Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto reached the Mississippi River. In 1794, Antoine Lavoisier, the father of modern chemistry, was executed on the guillotine during France's Reign of Terror. In 1884, the 33rd President of the United States, Harry S. Truman, was born in Lamar, Montana. In 1886, Atlanta pharmacist John Pemberton invented the flavor syrup for Coca-Cola. In 1958, Vice President Richard Nixon was shoved, stoned, booed, and spat upon by anti-American protesters in Lima, Peru. In 1961, New York's recently created National League Baseball team announced that it would be known as the Mets. In 1962, the musical comedy A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum opened on Broadway. In 1972, President Richard M. Nixon announced that he had ordered the mining of Hal-Pong Harbor during the Vietnam War. In 1973, militant American Indians who'd held the South Dakota hamlet of Wounded Knee for 10 weeks surrendered. In 1984, the Soviet Union announced it would boycott the upcoming Summer Olympic Games in Los Angeles. In 1987, Gary Hart, dogged by questions about his personal life, including his relationship with Miami model Donna Rice, withdrew from the race for the Democratic presidential nomination. 10 years ago, FBI Director Robert Mueller told the Senate Judiciary Committee an FBI memo from Phoenix warning that several Arabs were suspiciously training at a U.S. aviation school wouldn't have led officials to the September 11th hijackers, even if they'd followed up the warning with more vigor. 11 French engineers, their Pakistani driver, and a passerby were killed in a suicide bombing in Karachi. And finally, 5 years ago, the Pentagon announced that it had notified more than 35,000 Army soldiers to be prepared to deploy to Iraq beginning in the fall. Bitter enemies from Northern Ireland's bloody past joined forces atop a new Northern Ireland government. That's going to do it for today's long episode of Learning with TheZachman18. I'm TheZachman18, and I'll let this music wrap up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.